I'm joined now by Mark Molesley in the dugout at the Electrical Services Stadium, where he watched most of today's game from. But just that in itself will have been a good thing to start with, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Glad to be involved again.
Yeah, it's a lot better sitting here talking to you about football rather than sitting up in the stand. And it's great to be back out on the training pitch around the boys and back involved in it. It's just you miss it so much when you're out. Just being by myself in the swimming pool. It's a lonely place.
And just talk for the Shots fans about, you've been out for 8 or 9 games. Just tell us a little bit about what the problem's been and the treatment you've had to have.
I've had sort of Achilles tendonitis, which has sort of been on and off for a couple of years now. But I think with the hard pitches and a few other things in pre-season, didn't quite, it sort of gradually, progressively got worse. And I was trying to play through with it. And unfortunately, it sort of deteriorating with the more I was doing. So got to the point where I couldn't train, I couldn't really last the game. So I had to bite the bullet, really. And bit of promotion over there.
Yeah, we've got a few stray Bristol Rovers fans who've been on the gas, I think, and they're very gradually making their way out of the ground via the pitch at the Electrical Services Stadium. So we'll press on regardless, Mark. Let's talk a little bit about the perspective you had on today's game. There's an awful lot to kind of pick through. First and foremost, the squad and the team needed to bounce back from a disappointing display at Chester in the week.
Yeah, and unfortunately that's sort of been the trend of our season this season. We're sort of always having a bounce back, and we're showing good character to keep coming back after sort of letting ourselves down, and that makes it all that more frustrating for everyone associated with the club, the fans and everyone, because we played a good Bristol Rovers side today and we were more than a match for them, and it could have ended up taking all 3 points. We were a little bit disappointed maybe not to, but it shows that we've got what it takes, and then it's just a case of getting that consistency and churning it in, week out, which is what this league's about, and that's why the teams at the top are where they are, because they churn them out.
So let's talk about the 2 penalties then. My feeling and my views were that probably neither of them were. How did you see them?
You know what? I was a bit of Arsene Wenger here. I was a bit of a funny angle for both of them, to be honest. Mark Phillips' one I could hardly even see, and the other one, to be fair, I was obstructed. But they both happened in the game, and we had to respond to them. And Brett took a great penalty, and he's probably been in for a bit of a stick and a bit of flack lately. And to turn up and hit it home like he did when the pressure's on, he stood strong there, he stood tall, and I was pleased for him to get that goal. And like he scored some very important ones at his end of last season when the pressure's on. So he's responded well. And then to come back after the disappointment of a penalty, which looked like a soft penalty against us, to come back and get the equaliser, and then we really pushed for the win. We hit the bar, they'd cleared one off the line, the keeper saved a couple, so we really did, get at them.
We got a real head of steam going towards the end, and unfortunately the momentum was only really broken by first an injury to a Bristol Rovers player, and then a few minutes after with a second booking for Jordan. But let's talk about the stage. So you've entered the game, and we're presuming, were we 2-1 down already, or did we go 2-1 down while you're on the pitch?
No, I think we're 2-1 down before I come on.
Yeah, you were. So you've changed the game then, Moles, haven't you?
I don't know about that.
So what you've done is you've received the ball just outside the area, and the guys come through. It was a clear free kick, yeah?
Yeah. I've just sort of Josh Scott, I think, done well holding it up. That he's going to get hold of it, so I just had a bit of a gamble. He's flicked it in. I managed to get the wrong side of my marker, and I was in front of him, and he's pulled me down. So and Jordan stepped up and curled it beautifully into the top corner. I mean, what great free kick.
Sometimes, you guys have all got an ability to strike a ball. It occurs to me an awful lot of free kicks get wasted. Am I right in thinking if the ball's in the right place, if you can just relax, you must do it in training, if you just relax and strike it in the right place, more often than not, it will just go in the corner, won't it?
I think that's what it is, and that's why the top players are at the top, and then because it's doing it under pressure in front of people when it matters. That's football all over. It's have it back in yourself, and like you said, relaxing and believing in yourself, and Jordan certainly did that today.
And a couple of chances, 4 chances within like a minute, after that, and unbelievable. I think Brett's shot brilliantly saved. Jordan follows up, heads it against the bar, then another shot from Brett turned behind. How on earth that ball didn't go in beggars belief.
Yeah, we were really putting the pressure on him, which is what we expect to do at home. No matter who we're playing, and I think it's what the the fans should be expecting, and we should expect to do it as well. And hopefully we've shown a little bit more fight and a little bit more spirit and a little bit more guile today. And like I said on the radio, I think we've played more on the front foot today. I think we play much better when we're sort of shutting down, attacking them and getting at them, getting after them. Not sitting back and on the back foot, so to speak. And we seem to play a better football like that, and that was evident today.
And Aldershot Town fans have proven over the years, through the difficult times, twice now, obviously with financial situations, but even right now, there were some moans and groans, and understandably so, after the last couple of midweek performances. But they turned out well. The Rovers turned up with 1,000, 1,200 today, but 2,200 Aldershot Town fans here as well. I
think it was great, and I think it showed. For me personally, they give me the biggest lift every time I come out. I've trained twice. And before the game, you're always a little bit worried, are you going to be ready with this? But as soon as I warm up, or as soon as I look to come on, and I get a lift like that, it's you feel like you take the world on. So when they get behind us, it makes such a difference to us. But then that's up to us to show that sort of performance to get them on side. They're not just going to be cheering for you when you're not doing it. So it's up to us to get everyone on side and get this Aldershot family rocking.
So an assist for you, if you like, winning the free kick there on your comeback. Yeah. Not too long out there, Mark. Everything feel okay at the moment?
Yeah. Obviously a few aches and pains just from the two days training, but that's good aches and pains. I'm back training and running again. Like I said, I've only been in the swimming pool. I've done no sort of running on grass or anything like that. So I've had 2 training sessions. Great to be back in and around it, and now it's just about and get a full good week. And this could be a good week for me if I can get the fitness levels back up and get back out into training and enjoying it.
And there's going to be some real competition for places, isn't there? Because yourself and Chris Barker have been out for a little while, and you're two very very highly thought of players from within the squad, and you've obviously got to push hard for and take your chance when you get it.
Oh, without a doubt. I think it showed the strength, because some people weren't even involved today, but that's hopefully shows we could have some good times on the horizon. We've got a good talented squad here, and it's just about getting that momentum, getting that consistency, get us all singing on the same song sheet, and we should press on.
And we go, as ever in the conference, it's so contrasting. We go from 3,500 at home to Bristol Rovers to away to Dartford next Saturday, if I got my fixtures right. Does that sound right? Yeah. And it is so contrasting, isn't it? Is there a more contrasting league in the world than this?
No, and that's what the conference is all about, and that's what people will be. Our next challenge is a bigger challenge. The next game's always the biggest game. Sounds an old cliche, but this next challenge is the biggest one. It's the one which has been people are pointing out. Can we go and do it away at these so-called harder, tougher, horrible places to go to? We've got to stand up and show our mettle now. So we've got to get a good week's training in, and take today's positives, and we've got to start building on them, and get that, hopefully get 3 points away from home, and then it's another, tick box, and then we move on again.
And this might be a bit harsh question to hit you with, but I've been at an awful lot of those games, and do you know the one for me where we went last year? We went away to Barnet, and everything felt right about it, and the approach, the preparation, the way we played the game. Why can't we do that more often? Why? Because Aldershot Town fans are saying, hang on a minute, a season and a half or a season and a third now, and we're continually coming unstuck in these games. What are we going to do differently, Mark?
Yeah, well, again, that's up to us to go and prove everyone wrong, and that challenge, and that's gauntlet's been set out for us, and we've got to prove to everyone. But I don't know whether it might be that we just come off the page a little bit, like when everyone's singing from the same song sheet, like at home today. We all know we're pressing, we all know we're going to pass, and we're going to probe, and we're going to turn, and we're going to make it difficult. And when everyone's doing the same, everyone's on the same page, we're a good side. And away from home, unfortunately, I think we've got caught between whether we should be a little bit resolute and sit off, or whether we should be trying it, and we get caught in between the two, and we haven't quite got it right. But that's something for us to work on, and something to prove to everyone, which we'll continue to do so. We've got a good bunch of lads, and we're a tight group, and we've shown that, how we've always bounced back. We haven't really gone 2-3 in a spin. We've always managed to drag everyone through it, so to speak, upset everyone, and then we have to put it right. But
it's riding the Aldershot Town roller coaster, Mark.
It is, and I do feel for the fans. They do go through the mill, but when they stick with us like they did today, we're a lot better off.